So I've been seeing a lot of gray divorces lately, which is kind of sad. I mean, divorce is sad no matter what age you are, but as you're approaching the later years and the children are grown and maybe you're approaching retirement, it's kind of sad to think that you guys are now after all of that splitting up. Unfortunately, it does happen, and you need to be prepared. You need to make sure that you find the right professional that can help you through. Because what you don't want to have happen is that you end up spending your entire retirement fund in a nasty legal battle and drain your resources. Where will you be if that happens? It would be horrible for you financially, emotionally, and the stress. You just don't need that kind of stress. So mediation is a really great option anytime, but certainly in a gray divorce when you've been together 20, 30 or more years. And to be able to go through that amicably is a really great thing because you end up with less of the anger and more cooperation, and hopefully you can get to a settlement that you can both agree on and is really a win-win. But in a gray divorce, things can be a little bit more complicated because as you get older, you've probably accumulated more wealth, more assets, and children going off to post-secondary education. And so there's a lot of things to think about. And when you're going through that divorce, you want to make sure you're dealing with a professional that understands those things. So for example, if you have a child that's about to or is going to post-secondary education and you were great and that you saved in an RESP, you've got to figure out how you're going to withdraw that RESP. What are the logistics of that? What if that child isn't able to use all of those funds? Or what if the child decides not to go to school? Unfortunately, you would end up having to pay back part of the Canada Savings Grant plus interest, depending on the situation. So having a professional in your corner that can help you plan appropriately may help you avoid certain issues like that. In addition, what happens to old age security or a CPP when you divorce? You want to make sure you're talking to a professional, again, that knows how to deal with those things and can make you aware of the things that you need to know to make sure that you're in a good situation. You also might need a professional, a financial professional, to help walk you through a brand new plan in your retirement. As a single person and now in a home with only one income, you're going to need a new budget. You're going to need a new way of thinking, a new way of living, and you're going to need to set aside money so that you can go into your retirement with ease and with comfort and with the less anxiety about what's going to happen, but in fact more comfort because you've done a good plan and you've figured out now that you're getting divorced, how is that going to work and how am I going to live? And that can be done. You just need the right help in place to help you get there. Another thing to consider is if you had pre-marriage assets. So maybe you had some RRSPs or cash in a bank account before you got married. Your partner is not entitled to those items being equalized, meaning they don't get a split or a share of those items. The problem is if you've been married for 20, 30, 40 years, the odds of you having documents on those items is very slim. So that's another issue that you want to talk about with the divorce professional to see if there's something that you guys can work out together. Also, you would need to know that your life insurance premiums, if you are paying support, those life insurance, you need to have life insurance where the beneficiary is the other spouse because you need to be able to cover your obligation of support. So there's a lot of things to think about. It's certainly wise to get a professional in there to help you, not just somebody who can settle your divorce, but a financial professional who can walk you through all kinds of financial issues that you need to be aware of and tell you how to go about dealing with those things. And in that way, you will end up being more comfortable and less anxious about what's about to happen because you'll have a plan in place. You'll have a plan in place for your finances, how you're going to move forward as a single person, and how you're going to move forward with your best life, with your money intact, your sanity intact, and going through that divorce in a positive, amicable way. Have a great day.